Okay, so I have the pleasure of speaking to Ethan Sharkey today. He's going to be competing this weekend. He trains out of Sanda MMA. We're going to talk to him about the upcoming fight, why he got into MMA, and how fight week's treating him. So, thank you very much for joining me. How are you feeling, bro? Fight week. Thank you for your time as well.
Yeah, no, feel good. Thanks for having me on, Dave. Weight's good. Just can't really fucking complain now.
And obviously, with the day of weigh-in, yeah, most people go up the weight. Are you finding that a lot more comfortable than having to the cut down to a lower weight?
Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this week now. Steaks all week.
Um, what's the kind of like? I think obviously with the day of weighing, especially, would you? I don't know what your thoughts are on it. Do you think people should fight in around their walk around weight, or like obviously after fight you're going to put on a little bit more, but do you think there should be, especially at the start of an amateur career, much weight cutting involved? Like, what's your opinion on it?
It depends. I think towards the end of your career, you need to be cutting the weight because that's what you're gonna be doing when you go pro. At the start, like that's why I got me MRI so I can fight down the south. Do these same day weigh-ins so I'm not draining myself. Same like for activity, like you can't be doing these big cuts every 3 or 4 weeks. If like how active I want to be, you can't be doing them big cuts every week.
Yeah, no, like we seen it with. Do you remember Tony Ferguson made weight for? Was it Gate? Was it Khabib?
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
good.
Then Khabib that fell out through COVID and all, and then he had to make weight because he still, even though the fight was off a week or something, wasn't it? He still went
Yeah.
and made weight, and then had to do it again in 2 weeks. And he was never the same after that Justin Gaethje fight. So I think, especially at the start of your career, just focus on having fun, getting in there and learning things as well. Because, like, you would have fought a lot before as well. Go when you go into uh, an event, like kind of from novice, there's the MMA leagues and stuff. When you go into an event, though, that transition as well. Like, how do you find that transition going into an event? But you fought on different promotions before, but I think getting used to like the event being there early is a lot different than the likes of the national leagues. So how did you find that transition from novice into amateur?
Yeah, like I done the league. The league's great. I done the league 2 or 3 times maybe. I was a lot smaller and skinnier then, so I was making 61 for the same days. Great experience. Then did a few novice fights on shows like Cage Conflict and Clanmore. 61 same. And then my last novice fight then I took that in short notice. That was at 68. That was probably the best I ever felt in any fight. Just not cutting any weight. Then me amateur debut back down to 61. That was grand, but then this one, same day again, up at 66. So based on how I was like novice same day weigh-ins, I should be grand.
Yeah, and the fact that you said the kind of late notice higher weight one, you felt your best. I think as well a late notice fight. You think a late notice fight as well like that. You're not prepared. You're not thinking about it too much. You're kind of like you've got a fight in a few days. You're like right, grand, and it's kind of just going to happen rather than the long way out and thinking about the weight. And you obviously went in a lot fresh. But this weekend you're going to be fighting down in Cork. Um, have you have you fought on there before? I can't. No, your first one was Cage Warriors Academy, wasn't it? And then you were supposed to be on your with Shay Cleland.
Yeah.
But have you seen the cage that they have?
Yeah, that's the main reason I want to fight there. That's the size of that cage. Um I think that's gonna play into my game a lot better than it will him. Like him trying to take me down. I've all that room, like 30-foot cage, all that room to move around. Good luck to him.
And like that as well, that it benefits the striker. And do you find with the smaller cages, you get one or two steps back, and then like someone can go into you. I'd say you're relishing getting in there because man, I've been in it, and you know when I do at the end the winners, I actually have to zoom in if I'm across the cage. It's actually that big. Um, how did this fight come about? Did they contact you? Did you contact them? Because it's been just, I think it's just under a year since your last fight. Obviously you're in Sanda. Um, how did this fight come out? Have you been actively looking, or did they come to you, Darren?
They came to me back in, I want to say March or April, and I was struggling to get cleared medically to fight for a few reasons. I'll not really get into it, but they came back to us then. They texted Darren 2 months ago about getting me matched, and I think we were waiting about 5 or 6 weeks trying to get an opponent. I mean, we probably went through maybe 15, 20 names every day. Darren sent me on a topology link to someone new. I'd say yeah, came back, said no. Next day, same ordeal. We were probably running out of names, to be honest with you. We were looking at other shows then, um, but thankfully his hand stepped up. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, and like that, I do matchmaking for a show, or I helped on the last one, and I'm doing a lot more this time. And I know how you feel because I would just say you and another opponent, perfect. Just say you both want to know, okay, both same experience, similar weights, whatever. No, it's like, but it's what like I don't know. People have the reasons, and I'm not going to get into it, but it is frustrating. How was that frustrating for you, wanting to get back in, saying no, 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 knowing that you were saying yes to all these opponents?
yeah, like it was tough. Like I was in and out of camp trying to get ready to fight this year since probably February. And then like we were originally looking at Cage Legacy, but that's not going ahead. So then we were looking at Evolution, but I don't think that went ahead either. And then this one here was the main one we were looking at, and then we were looking at Gladiator as well last minute because we couldn't find anyone. But yeah, like this the one like
Yeah, so you finally got, I'm glad you got as well. I'm matchmaking on the show as well, so I'm going to get in contact with Darren so he can send all your names forward. I can't
yeah.
promise you fights because, like I just told you, and like you found out firsthand, um, it's not that easy, but I will try my best for you because I've great time for Darren. And yeah, Cage Legacy is going ahead and Evolution. I was surprised at that because I was going to go watch that, and then I checked it last week and I was like, where's all the posts gone? Found out
Yeah.
I was because there's so many shows, but as an amateur fighter, how do you feel with the amount of shows that we do have? Because there is quite a few, most of them up north, but there is some down south. How do you feel having this amount of options?
Yeah, no, it's really, really great. I wish there was more down south, like very select few down south, but they're all up north, up Belfast. A match for Clan Wars, and then hopefully get on Gladiator as well in February. Um, and then maybe look like maybe Chaos. Like I'm looking to be active. Like
Yeah, and like that, have you seen the month of March? Did you see the post I put up?
yeah, yeah. No, I seen March, and that's busy.
March Madness, 6 weekends in a row, all the way to April, and then the show I'm matching for is at the end. So it's going to be fun matching for that one. But like that, you were saying about your activity next year. Like, are you looking to fight like that once a month, once every 2 months, something like that? Have you got a number in mind, or do you just want to kind of take it one at a time?
Honestly, I'm trying to make up for this year. Like I aim to have about 7 or 8 fights this year. Like that might sound crazy, but that's what I wanted. That's the plan for next year. Like every 3 to 4 weeks, you'll probably see me in the cage. Hopefully.
Hopefully, hopefully. I like that. If you're ever stuck or looking for shows or need any information, just hit me up. I can't promise anything, but I can point you in the right direction and do the best I can. Um, with the fight coming up though this weekend, do you study your opponent yourself? Do you let Darren do that, or what way does it work? Do you do it together, or do you not pay too much heed to what they do and just concentrate on you?
Honestly, now at this stage, I actually don't bother. I've probably watched his fights once or twice. Um, like it's mad because at the start, like my very first novice fight against Mario McGrew, I probably watched his fight 3 times a day. Like I studied him. I knew what he's eating for breakfast. I knew everything about him. Um, and then it slowly, gradually, like I kind of just I got more confident in my game, not worrying about what they're doing. And now at this stage, it's just whatever. It's I know he's gonna try to take me down. Good luck. At this stage, I don't think he's gonna get me down. If he does, I'm comfortable on the ground now. At this stage, like if he's basing it off my novice fights, different fighter now, different fighter.
Yeah, and I like what you said, and a lot of fighters say that at the start they get too caught up in it, and rather than saying I'm eating Sharky and this is how I fight, you're trying to tailor to someone else's style, but you kind of come out of that, and like you said, if but if he watches your novice fights, if you watches his other fights, you know yourself how much you improve from camp to camp or fight to fight. So you could be both completely different fighters from the tape you've seen. So I think you should look at maybe basics, but too much into it, I wouldn't worry about it. But with going down to Cork, you'll have to travel down early and stuff like that. But you've had to travel a lot. Does the traveling do affect the kind of preparations on the day much, or is it just kind of part and parcel of a fight day?
No, I prefer to travel. Because like once you go pro, after your first 2 or 3 fights, you're fighting internationally anyways. You're traveling to all your fights. That was the idea behind fighting in Cage Warriors Academy, getting used to that fight week, flying, cutting weight on a plane, weighing in a different country against a guy I have no idea, like different roster of fighters completely over in England. Great show by the way. That was a serious show. But that's what I aim for. Like fighting, like obviously I'll fight in Belfast, I'll fight in Dublin, I'll fight wherever, but I'd like to get that international experience. Like I'm coming from a kickboxing background. Like I fought Italy, Hungary, Amsterdam, like I fought all over Europe. I'm used to traveling like Cork, that's only a wee fucking spin down the road for me now at this stage.
Yeah, it's just like you're just dipping out for a second sort of a thing after doing all them. And like you said, it's gonna be part and parcel as you go. And I'm kind of looking a bit more into the K1 and doing a bit more interviews in that scene because I find it exciting and Muay Thai. And that's what the one thing a lot of these people are like, oh, I traveled here and there. And they're like, this is just in the last like 3 years. And they're like you said, Rome here. And I said, wow. You don't see that as much with MMA, but there's a lot more competitions in K1. Um, but I'm gonna let you go. I want to wish you the best of luck for this weekend. Is there anything you want to say before you go, or anyone you want to shout out? Thank you once again for your time, and this will be the first of many. Hopefully, if you'd like to come back on and have a chat again.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on, Dave. Honestly, just shout out the boys at Sanda. Shout out Darren. Take me on, take me into the club, treat me like I'm one of their own from day one. Shout out to Jed Palo as well. He's been helping me a lot for this camp. Seriously, can't wait to see him back in the cage as well. Um, he's a great fighter now. But yeah, that's it. Tune in on Saturday.
Perfect. I want to thank you so much, and I won't be at the show, but I will be watching it, and I will talk to you on Monday to see how you're feeling after. All right.
Yeah, no worries. See ya.
Thank you.